I learned a long time ago something that has been incredibly effective in helping me reach my goals. Now, when I first learned this, it seemed like it was something that was perhaps incidental. I couldn't imagine how it would work, but I can tell you, after many years practicing it, it really does help you reach your goals. In fact, it's something that when I have consistently done this, I've been able to achieve more than I've achieved at any other time. And it's a discipline that if you develop, it will make a major impact in what you accomplish, how quickly you accomplish it, and doors that will open for you to accomplish it. Now, it's very simple. I want you to get a journal, and I want you to think about what goals you want to achieve. Think of a handful of goals. I think a manageable number is about 5, no more than 7, but just a small number of goals, and write them down. Write down the amount of money you want to make. Write down the state of your business or career that you would like. Write down how much you want to weigh, if you want to be physically fit, or if you want good test results from the doctor or whatever it is. Write down your relationships, your relationships with your family and your significant other, loved ones. Maybe travel plans, things you'd like to accomplish, maybe a few things you'd like to own, maybe a new car, a home, apartment, whatever that is. And discipline yourself to do that every morning. Now, what you're doing is every morning you're rewriting those goals. So you get a journal, and before you get engaged in the day and all of the details, the gossip, the news, focus on you. Focus on what's important to you. And open up that journal, take a moment, a quiet moment if you can, and write those goals. Now, when you write them in the affirmative. Write them as if you've already accomplished them. So say, I am X amount of pounds. I have earned, or I'm earning X amount of money, and so forth. Write it as if you are living it and feel it. And as you write it, don't just make this a throwaway moment. Make this a moment where you allow the feeling of achieving those goals and living those goals flow through you. And the act of writing your goals has an impact on your mind and your consciousness. It's very different than just wanting something and never really committing it to paper. A lot of people want things and have goals, and they might even write them once a year. But the act of writing it once a day will have enormous impact. Now, if you really want to do this in a powerful way, write them twice a day. Write them in the morning and write them in the evening. Because what will happen there is you'll be so focused on living in this mindset and in this experience that all of the things you encounter during the day will not deter you from these ideas. Now, let me tell you what happens when you do this. The first thing that happens for you is you get a level of clarity about what it is you want in life. Most people are walking around hazy, cloudy, unsure, not believing, doubtful about what they want. And so this puts you squarely in front of what it is that's important to you. My business is thriving. It's earning X amount every year. I have clients of this stature. I'm producing this product every week. I have these kinds of clients who are coming and requesting more and more. I work with a great team. I've got the latest technology to work for. I'm having an impact on my industry. That immediately changes the script that's in your mind when you do that. So you get clarity about who you are and what you want. You can't hide from it at that point. It's really crystal clear. Now, the next thing that happens once you get clarity is something that is quite, I guess I could even call it miraculous. But I think it really is just the way it works. The next thing you get is inspiration. You get insight. You get urges and nudges and impulses and images and visions and conversations that surface that tell you how to get what it is that you want. And you'll get then even more clarity. Let's say you did something very general and say, hey, I want to have a really nice apartment in Manhattan. You'll suddenly start to encounter ads for Manhattan apartments. And you'll suddenly start to see decorators detailing things that show you what it would be like to have a beautiful place in Manhattan, or wherever you want to live, Chicago, Miami Beach, Aspen, wherever you want to be. It is fascinating how this level of clarity will begin to lead you to conversations, to images in movies, to things in magazines, to billboards that will give you inspiration. Now, what happens when you get these little twinkles of inspiration, which we could act on, which you could do something with, but what you'll get is then a level of belief. That's the third thing that happens for you. You'll get a belief that you can have those goals and that you actually are in that world. So you'll go from thinking that this is possible to beginning to believe that this is your experience. And that belief does something that is really significant, because that belief will allow you to take a turn. And that turn will give you courage. It'll give you courage to act on the various beliefs and inspiration that has been developed as a result of this discipline. So you'll have the courage to inquire about that apartment. You'll have the courage to say to the realtor, if something opens up in this building, I'd like to have it. Give me a call. You'll have the courage to inquire about working at a particular place, or buying that car, or seeing if there's a way you can get this opportunity with this new client. You'll have courage to do what is required. And then the fifth thing that happens is the path becomes really clear. It's almost like a light begins to shine on the path. And it becomes so clear that you feel that there's no other way to go other than to walk down this path and do this. You feel like this is absolutely the right, not only the right thing to do, but it is the only thing you can think of doing in this moment is taking this path. So that's what happens when you crystallize your goals and you begin to live with them on a daily basis. You might think that the writing of goals is just a throwaway, just a nice little positive thinking tip. Like it has no legs, no significance, no grounding. It doesn't do anything. Well, it does a lot more than you might realize. I've practiced it in my life. I practice it currently, and I can tell you the impact that it will have on helping you achieve your goals will be something that will continue to amaze you, and it'll be something that you will never stop doing once you realize its impact. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. And share it with someone in your network. Share it with someone on your email list. Share it with your friends and family. Share it with the people you work with. Share it with someone who has a goal and is wondering which way to go, what step to take. They might be very far away in their mind, but this will bring them closer and closer, and they will begin to implement these steps, and they'll get there. And of course, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. There's a lot here. There's a lot more to come, and I look forward to sharing that with you. I'll see you next time.